Okay. Give me a second. Give me a moment. Are we live? Is it live? Are we live? Let me hang on. Why is there? Oh, is it live? There it is. Okay, yeah, it's live. We're live. Woo! Okay. Hang on. Let's go. Last second edition. Let's go. Okay, yeah. Hang on, wait for it. Oh, jeez. I went live like 30 seconds too early, I guess. Hang on. Quick edit. No. Boom. Check it. Boom. We're live. There. Yeah. Oh shit. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Let me just get down here.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're already live. We're live on Twitch.
I hope I don't sound like a zombie.
You're good.
I just took some water and also brushed my teeth. So
You're good.
I don't sound like a zombie.
Yep. And yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to Bread's Bakery podcast. This is episode 25, and it's live. It is live on Twitch. Oh my goodness, I hear feedback through someone. What the heck? Dandube, are you watching stream?
No.
If you are, turn it the fuck down. I heard it. Yeah, so we're live. This is live on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube later, it was live on Twitch, and that's why this intro has been as scuffed as it is. Welcome in. We're doing this one live because I didn't have time to do it earlier in the week. Races are today, so I'm like, screw it. Let's do one live and stay caught up, and it keeps me from doing a nearly 3-hour episode later this week. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think this is a winning move. So yeah. I have guests. I've got Powerpipes is with us today. He just woke up, so thanks for waking up and joining us.
Hello, no problem. No problem.
It's all good, don't worry. And we got Dandube.
Yes.
There he is. And then we've got Gore with us this week. Chupapi mañana. It's beautiful. Okay.
You can't beat this. Can't touch these chicks, blah.
Oh my goodness. How you guys doing?
My nose.
No, I just woke up.
Bro's alive at least.
Oh boy.
My nose is blocked and I want to kill myself.
Alright, and that's how we get demonetized this week. Let's go! Woo! Yeah, baby! Good job, Dandube. I'm proud of you.
Oh, what?
Another week, another demonetization. Let's go.
That joke will be especially funny when these things can actually be monetized, which will be probably never, so. Hey, it is what it is.
So it'll never be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Bad at jokes.
Anyway, yeah, we had racing last week, and we have racing today because it's Saturday, and not the middle of the week. So, yeah, we had a lot to talk about. Last week was interesting, to say the very least, in all three leagues. So I think we'll hop right into it. No, there was no advertisement slide for Rumination this week because we're doing this one live, but it will still be in the description, so check that out. Airstone make
Join
game.
the rumination
It
server.
could-
Join the rumination server.
Yes, please.
We're
Anyway.
going to play
Oh,
Raid
shit.
Shadow
Hold on.
Legends.
Uh-oh, I did the thing. Oh, shit.
What? What's the thing?
You don't even know. I fixed it.
Okay.
I fixed it. You don't even know. You don't know what I fucked up. You'll never know. No one knows.
Okay.
I definitely wasn't accidentally on the last slide.
Okay.
And I definitely didn't fix it perfectly without anyone noticing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So last week, it feels like a long time ago, and I guess compared to when we normally record it, it was a long time ago. Both Acceleron and Nitrox were on Flower Power, and Street was on Lantern Run. So this week, Acceleron will be on Night Marathon, which is by Kami. Team track for Highway Horrors. Nitrox will be on. We'll get into that in a minute. Nitrox will be on Den of the Wolf by Wolf of Vengeance, which is the Wolfpack team track. And then we have High Score Frenzy, which is the street track, and that is by Gunner. So, yeah, let's get into it. Flower Power. This is the Acceleron. So Acceleron first. Dan Pipes, did you guys run Acceleron last week? Because I don't remember. It was forever ago.
I did not run
No.
it. But I
No.
know what happened. And
But
I'm not time pass.
I subbed on nitrates.
Oh, that's right. You did sub Nitrox. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, I didn't forget about that. I literally wrote the thing. Whatever. Okay. I didn't forget about that. I just am an idiot. So I guess we got to get the controversy out of the way first. We just kind of knock it out. There were basically two completed races for Acceleron. One of them at the scheduled time, where Lotar DC'd basically seconds before a reset wouldn't have been allowed anymore. And there was
Oh,
debate on whether or not that should have been a reset or not. And it caused there to be like a 20-minute delay, and then the ultimate result of that was a rerun, which wasn't the whole situation wasn't good because everyone's hands were cold and they were doing the actual race after 20 minutes of sitting around. So we made some changes to the rules, some clarifications, and we will do our absolute best to make sure that no one races with cold hands again. That being said, the podiums between both of the runs didn't really change. I'd say the only real difference was basically Gunner suffered and Lotar didn't DC in the rerun. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into those results now. Any comments on the track, I guess, for before we go further?
I like the track.
I did too, but I struggled. I struggled to get a handle on it. This section right here was tough for me. Even in the race, I'll show my POV for the Nitrox race. And then the corner after this, I had to learn how to do the rocket line, I guess. Probably the best way to call it. The best thing to call it is just like a rocket line where you start on the outside and you hit the ramps all the way through. I only did it correctly like one time, but
Why
yeah,
didn't
it was.
you just use your trimmer?
I actually think pips were probably more important than class.
No.
yeah, for sure.
I think having a fourth pip was gonna make me faster than being in the 55 Chevy with 3 pips.
I
For
am
sure.
going to disagree. I got like very good times in Roger Dodger.
How many pips does Time of Taxi have?
Mega
Free.
Strings, dude.
Right. How many pips does Roger Dodger have?
Free.
How many pips does Speed Slayer have?
4.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is,
So yeah, like
Speed-
compared to Time Taxi, I'm sure you were probably getting better times, but I have an extra pip in the rocket, and it actually helped me many times in this race, and we'll get to that in a little bit. For now, Acceleron. So, oh, sorry. I normally go for POVs. Look what happens when we do this live. All the mess ups, all the mistakes, all the nonsense makes it into the episode. Hang on. Let's find a good POV. Let me see. Let me see. Who do we pick? No, not that. That's street POV. Maybe not that. I guess we'll go with Kami. We'll go with Kami's POV. I feel like someone asked me to choose their POV, but I think we'll go with Kami's this week. I don't remember. Sorry. Oh.
He
Okay.
said the
That's right.
part of his he was corrupted.
That's right. Okay, hang on. We'll pick a different one.
he has a YouTube video of it though.
Get rid of the old ones. Yeah, hang on. Well, I don't think he had. I don't know if his YouTube one had the whole video either.
Let me see.
Oh, we'll do judges. Got his. We'll take judges POV. And there it is. So, yeah, so the thing to remember is everyone is running this race with very cold hands, which is a shame. But, and then I guess another thing to note is we had Soul was subbing for equalizers in this race. So if you see the Muscula for equalizers, that is who that is. It kind of looks like, yeah, he messed up the jump there and hit the acid.
Yeah.
That's not the end of the world, but it definitely is like a setback. Oh, I see how he was doing it. He went wide and hit the magnet. Okay, I see. I understand. I was trying to do it differently, and it probably was less effective. It's cool seeing everyone so close together. Like the whole pack is like right on top of one another. Mac barely has the lead over Kami, and that is Gunner. Gunner must have
Man,
a
I'm
crash.
happy to see. I'm really happy to see Power Rage doing a good performance.
It was a really good track for Power Rage. The
Yeah, and
balance
also
in
good for Gunner after what he experienced in last race.
yeah he and the Drifters had a good. It was a good track for them because handling suited them pretty well, but also they have the weight to really help them on those on the jump tech sections, which there are a couple. So it is yeah, Gunner's in third. Oh man, no. Knowing that he's gonna crash at some point is so devastating.
We know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, did it just happen? I think it might have just happened.
No. I guess.
Where'd he go?
No. At some point, you know what will happen.
Hang on. Did I
At
miss
some point.
something? Where'd Gunner go? Is he up ahead? I looked away for like a second and now I'm confused. Okay, there's Gunner. Did I miss something? Am I silly? I might be being done.
No.
Oh, I see. He was right. Okay. I was missing a dot. I missed that he was still. Oh no. Oh no, he definitely died back there. Did Gunner hit that piece of geometry that was catching people out? That blow him up? Is that what happened?
I think so.
If anyone in the Twitch chat can remind me, I think that might have been what happened because he did like they did that jump tech and then he disappeared. So I think he died there. He might have had that geometry thing, which is a shame because yeah, he was
Yeah.
running really well.
To add, that also happens a lot in time trial practice.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird one. I don't totally get it. It's literally just, I mean, we say it a lot around here, basically weekly, but milestone moment. There's no reason for there to be like a weird clip that's catching people who are jumping and just stopping them, like dead stop, but it is.
No, that's why we say this track is really good. It's really fun to play, but what makes it not be really good is this part
Right.
of the jump tech.
Yeah, that jump tech right there, and I don't think it was like made to be jump tech. It's probably just one of those things where Shatter likes to have a lot of elevation, and unfortunately with it comes jump tech potential. So yeah, there's the race, and yeah, that's Kami gets the win. I kind of I honestly got so hung up on Gunner, I didn't really pay too much attention to the front. I guess we couldn't really see him too well. But Mac and oh wait no, yeah, never mind. Okay, I'm losing it.
Also, we were going to have another invite, but at the last seconds, huge past loader, so the invite is lost.
Yep. Yeah, because that pass means that yeah, Judge blocked the invite spot because all three of these guys already have invites. I'll let it play through, but these guys all have invites already. We got them right at the beginning of the season, so
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming. So I don't know what happened with Dasher. I'm guessing he also had a crash. No, he did have a crash of some sort. You see, he was also bummed out. He didn't, or he did?
He did.
He did. Okay.
Spears got fucked the most on the restart.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. That whole situation is rough, and I was doing street at the time, or I would have been able to, keep things moving a bit quicker, they'd say, but yeah, it is what it is.
I don't know.
Unfortunate for these guys. You kind of got the short end of the stick on the reset, but
I guess nothing changed about first and second.
Nope, nothing.
Again.
Even, literally exactly even. Highway Horrors and Riptide both got 24 points, leaving the gap between them at 13 points.
But we have a nice and tough battle for the third place.
Yep. Yeah, so Hyperspace Renegades with 5th and 6th. They gained 6 points on BSB. So there's only now 6 points apart. And Equalizers had a bit of a tough day. I feel so bad for Gunnar. He's having like one of those.
No,
He's having
yeah,
one of those seasons that's like,
he had really bad luck in the
yeah,
last and this one, and it wasn't at all
it's not his
his
fault.
fault. I would say it's because of those specific zones of the tracks are just a pain to
Yeah,
make you suffer.
pretty much. Yeah, and I feel bad for Gunnar. He's having a cosmically cursed season.
It's always jump tech. It's always jump tech.
It feels like it.
It's always
Yeah,
bad.
but he'll have more chances to redeem himself. We know he's not a 10th place driver. He was up in the top 4 until he got clipped. It's such a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up last week for Acceleron. Again, I'm sorry about the debacle with the reset. We've made some changes, so hopefully that does not happen again. So, yeah. I don't think I said the podium was basically exactly the same from the first one. From what I recall, the big change.
Who's Gunner?
Yeah, Gunner. Gunner and Dasher were the big change. Velocity lost a spot or two. Soul gained a spot or two. Lotar didn't finish last by disconnect. And yeah, basically Gunner and Dasher were the ones who got hosed the hardest on that, which is a shame. But
Like my guys were doing so well in the first round,
Yeah.
but then we.
yeah,
I'm not a happy camper today.
you mean last week?
I mean last week, but yes. No, I'm still not a happy camper because now I have to race fucking night marathon.
Yeah,
luck.
so night marathon. We'll talk about that now.
Good luck then. Good luck.
This is the Highway Horrors team track. It is by Kami. And this track is a doozy. It is very challenging, in my opinion.
I am a member of that team, and you know what? I only raced this like 2-3 times and then never did again because I'm not supposed to drive on the next week.
Yeah. It's it's what, it's gonna be Kami and Animax probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Likely.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I've seen Animax out practicing, so I'm guessing that means he is running it. So, yeah, this track is very, very challenging. Lots of tight corners and challenging handling moments with some interesting bits of tech. A lot of the stuff that Kami likes to put in his tracks, where you slide off of one section of track onto another, and stuff like that. I think the start is seen as pretty controversial because you have to
That start could have broken a rule. There should have been a rule against that. I don't care. What? How is that even allowed? What do you mean?
So what even is the strategy to the start? You just not boost off the line or what?
This is what you do. This is what you do. Instead of like any other racing game where you have to hold the accelerator, you have to hold brake the entire time while you boost up to only orange. That's the strat. That's like the fastest way you can do it. And
Interesting.
That part alone, just I hate this track.
I'll be
Kami,
honest. It's the
Kami,
one.
if you're watching this, you should
he
be
is
fucking ashamed of yourself.
Kami is or was in chat. I think the track in general, like overall, is good. I really like it. It's a Kami track, so it's like once you've run it a few times, I think it's pretty good.
I've been playing it all week. all I want to do is throw myself off a fucking bridge.
I truly don't. I don't like the start, but that is the only thing I don't like about the track. Otherwise, I think it's pretty solid. But I definitely like having cars with a lot of handling, because if you don't have a lot of handling, I feel like you're not gonna make a lot of the corners. But
The corners aren't determined by handling, it's determined by having fucking full pips, which most of the league doesn't have. Even in Swift, you have to be so
Kami
fucking-
said, Dan, if you picked Bone Shaker, you'd like the track.
Fuck you, Kami, I'm kicking your ass.
Sure, Dan.
I'm gonna make sure you don't get under your own damn
Sure,
feedback.
Then look,
I'll kick your ass.
then look at how Kami got like 2 first places on the Bone Shaker.
I don't fucking care.
He's like, I'm
don't
just
care.
gonna make it happen.
Don't you like seeing the Bone Shaker have good performance? And
No. Fuck
we
you.
prove that it has potential to being one of the best cars in the game.
I'm fucking coming for your ass this Sunday. I swear to God.
Sunday! Dandube is coming for Kami's ass! Oh my gosh.
I hate this
That's
track. I
that's
really
a
hate
sentence
it.
that shouldn't be clipped. Oh god. What have I done? Oh jeez. Well, I think it'll be an interesting race. I do think there will be an element of survival to
It
it.
won't. It's just a time trial.
If you don't die, then it's not a time trial. You have people to race with. Probably.
I'm gonna be honest. No one is training this track. 90% of this fucking field is gonna die.
But you don't know what people are doing on their own. I mean, to be fair, it kind of a big U.S. holiday this week. Just why you're not seeing a lot of the people.
No way people are not playing this fucking game because of 4th of fucking July.
Where do you think
I
I've been?
don't-
Why do you think we're doing this
I
on
don't
a
think
Saturday?
people are that patriotic, especially in recent times.
Yeah, I'm definitely not opening that can of worms, but I will have you know that I was lighting off fireworks yesterday and drinking alcohol.
I hope you
Not
have
too
fun,
much, but oh yeah, I did. I had a
because
lot
I'm
of
not
fun.
gonna have fun today.
I like blowing things up. It's a good time. But yeah. That being said, though, like, yeah, it's been probably quiet. I think that's a good part of why it's quiet. I think we'll see more people today practicing, most likely, maybe. Definitely, we'll see people practicing tomorrow. But I mean, you know, if you've got the drive to practice it, then you've got a shot.
What's first? Nitros, right?
Nitrox is today, and then tomorrow will be Acceleron and Street. So, you got a whole another day and some change to practice for Acceleron. Nitrox just has a couple hours, like 3 hours or so, a little over 3 hours, but that's, you know. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see who do we think would be racing this week.
By the way, I didn't know at all the track, so I saw Kami's video of Night Marathon, and I had to say that, yeah, pretty much the start is like an experimental thing or a strategy.
Mm-hmm.
They like to do that kind of stuff on our home tracks.
Yep, it's been pretty consistent
Since
for your guys'
NSC,
team.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm not sure how I necessarily feel about it. I don't know if this is one of those things I want to see everybody doing, but I guess we need to be open to at least trying some stuff once. I don't know. But hey, Yeah, no. So I guess to circle back. Have we seen any Riptides out practicing?
Big Mac. It's okay. It's meant to be Big Mac and Juanpi, but Juanpi has a life now, so
Right.
it might be General Roger Dodger, who bless his heart. He is trying to make that thing run, even though fucking the free pip drifters do not work on that track.
Interesting. Who did you say was running the drifter?
Judge.
Judges. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Well, I wish him the best of luck.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. Just yeah, the pips are also a big deal, right?
Yeah, like literally the first turn. It's just if you do not have like either free pips or swift regen, you're kind of fucked. I mean, 4 pips. I did say 4 pips, right?
I know what you meant. 4 pips. If you don't have 4 pips or the correct amount of regen.
Yeah. Even with swift regen, you kind of have to time it. It's looser timing than like something like a drifter, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say in more than the last one here, more than 3 pips really matters a lot.
Gotcha. All right. So we'll see how those guys do. And then we talked. It's Kami and Animax this week. At least that's the plan.
Yeah, likely. I remember then trying to train courts, but I think he's still not returning until the next week.
Gotcha.
So the third option is Loader, but Kami and Annie are the main option.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
All
that's
right.
it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was checking something on the side. Okay. Next, Dandube. Who you guys got this week?
Me and Snipe.
You and
Oh,
Snipes.
like
Okay.
in Mount
Yeah.
Basher.
Yeah.
Cool. How is Snipes been
Are you
doing?
guys training a third option in case there's a problem?
No.
Nope. No third option. Gotcha.
Yeah.
How has Snipes been doing? Has he been practicing it or not really?
We're going to start today.
Gotcha. All right. Well, hey, guess we'll find out here real soon. Cool. Have we seen any HSR drivers out and about? I think Nader's been practicing, although I don't know if he's going to race.
I have seen him in BC a lot recently in
Okay, so
this
it's
week.
probably Nader then.
It's probably Nader and Advance because those two are actually practicing.
Gotcha. Cool.
Nader also has to use their drifter.
Oh, is he using the subcar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising.
I mean,
Because-
Slingshot's only got 3 pips, right?
Yeah,
The thing is,
it's
The
like a Solaire, but a bit worse because it has less speed.
Right.
with rockets, the issue isn't the starting turn, because surprisingly, because of how much boost power they are, they can actually take with 3 pips. The issue is like the 2 massive pieces of jump tech.
Right. Because they don't get anything on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Okay, well, that makes sense then. Yeah, I guess we're gonna see a lot of subcars this week, huh? All right. Well, on to equalizers. Is this just Gunner and whoever can show up? I'm guessing it probably is.
Perchance, yes.
I don't think I've seen any of the others.
Hmm.
Hopefully we can. I don't think this is a good track for Deep Dish's car, but it would be nice to see him again sometime soon.
It's a rocket, the Sylvia.
Yeah, but at least it's 4 pips, right? At least it's that going for it.
It's four pits, and I feel bad. They should have at least had a, a one more balanced or a Swift.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're just gonna have to. They'll just have to make do with what they've got, unfortunately. But we'll wish them the best. All right, and with that, we've got Acceleron out of the way. Nitrox is up next. Do you actually got to? So Gore, you raced, right? And so did
Yes.
you. Powerpipes, you joined us for this one as a sub for.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the last broadcast. Sol was there and he said, "Oh, Pipes, drones are gonna race and
Oh, that's right.
this is a good track for drifters. You have the Roger Dodger there. Why don't you go there to sub? Because for sure Roger Dodger is gonna do a better run there."
Yeah,
So
and it's your car.
I,
And it's Apple.
while you while we were while we were still doing the broadcast, I messaged Norton and I told him I am open to sub if you guys have problems in schedule, and if I can get a good time there with Roger Dodger. So he said okay, and the next day they told me, okay, Pipes, you're going with me.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, so you get to come race with us, and good thing is again this is a pretty good track for drifters, and you were in your
Season 2 car.
Yeah, your season 2 car. Let me mute myself. I'm going to watch my POV of this race because I was kind of in the thick of it the entire time.
I feel a bit bad because it could have been better because I got a 1:18 time.
Mm.
In the lobbies we were doing before the real race. It was like me and Sol getting podium in the last 2 practices, so it could have been better, but I did the last part bad and well, I got 5th.
Yep.
But it's still okay anyway.
Yeah, I kind of had like the opposite experience. Where my practice runs were dreadful as I was just desperately trying to figure out the track, and then in the actual race, I only really had it right on one lap, which we'll take a look at here. Sorry, I'm gonna get this thing. I didn't realize that like a third of the POV was just the setup, so my apologies. We get this race started. There we go. There's the starting grid. So Sol was filling in for Black Flag Scallywags, so he was a pirate.
And Sol, our general, the dude's crazy, man. He got a 1:16. I don't know how he got it.
Yeah, I don't know. That time is crazy. I'm not sure how he got that, but that's
and that
wild.
explains why he subbed for Acceleron and Nitrons.
Yep, you see he was moving in the sub car. Yeah, so I didn't really have anything on this track down. I actually didn't have a whole lot of practice time on this. I filled in for Footloose, who was unable to race. last kind of late in the going, so I didn't have a whole lot of practice, so that's why I hit the wall there, and then I hit the wall there, and then I kind of didn't nail the execution of that. But the most important thing is that I still had Slipstream. I see you, Gore. I'm guessing you didn't have a whole lot of time to practice.
Yeah, I didn't practice at all. Like it was
Hello,
a
Brad.
Hello.
thing. Just signing up for the shits and jiggles, and well, the team needed someone because Swole was out of commission at that time, and Gambler was also out of commission at the time. So it's better to have a body and a sub.
Yep.
Than have no one. Like in, I think it was week 5.
Week 5.
Yeah, it was week.
Yes, it was week 5. You're correct.
You
So
know
at
what's
this
funny?
point, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, continue.
I was going to say, at this point in the race, everyone is still pretty close together. Like, 1st through 7th are all in slipstream of one another.
Yes.
Yeah. I like it, this race.
Again, wall riding like a fool. And then I messed up the execution here, didn't get on the ramp, so I ended up wall riding again. I'm like, man, I was so mad at myself.
In none of the 3 laps, in none of them, I made that right. I was going safe. So that made me slower.
Yeah, I was going a bit slower because I was wall riding.
Look at that part. It's like everyone and then 2 sub cars there.
Yep. And the other guys in Rockets, that was Yoda and Party Rocker. They fell back because like if you don't have the pips, which they don't have the same number of pips that I do, I don't think. So
when I was there at that part in the 3rd lap, I said, "This is it. It's gonna be good in the end." 3rd and 4th.
Yep.
And then it happened. A mistake.
Yep. Yeah, I was. This is like one lap where I got things right. Like I still tapped the wall. I did the jump tech right. I tapped the wall there, but I didn't wall ride it. And then I hit this corner. Like finally got it right. And now I have all the boost, and I'm in the slipstream with Norton. Spleezu's right behind me, and I have extra pips, so I'm able to actually boost through people. So there you go. I passed you. Now I'm in 3rd. And I honestly, at this point, I didn't even realize I was in 3rd. I was just locked in, just focusing on racing. And I think it was right here.
I did that bad.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that's why a 4th pip matters here, because I was wiggling to get the extra one to
keep up there.
Boost after that corner, but it ended bad.
Yep. I'm gonna bring it back just a little bit here. Yeah. So the race up front was super close, like the entire time. Fidestic and Soul were like neck and neck for first. This corner, nailing that helped, but I just boosted through everyone. I couldn't believe when we got to the end of like that last real corner, the one where you unfortunately hit the wall. Right? You hit the inside wall and lost a bunch of speed. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Yeah, so I hit that or I didn't hit that on the last lap. I actually nailed that corner, and when we were hitting the pads, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, I'm in 3rd? I was in disbelief when I crossed the line because everyone went wide. Like, it's weird. Here, let me just roll it back just a little bit. So, I can see I'm in 5th, so I have Spleezer right behind me, and that's you, that's Powerpipes, and that's Norton. And we get up to this corner, and then there's Spleezu, and then there's Fidestic and Soul, and then I just watch as all 3 of these cars wash out to the magnet, and then I just pass them. And then I have enough pips to just run right through it. And yes, Yoda and Rocker, Yoda just confirmed for me. The both of them were in 3 pips. So that was like the one thing. That's like why I was able to actually do something. It's because I had that 4th pip. Like, it helps big time. Like it helps close some of the gaps I had elsewhere. Yeah. So this podium was wrong, and I guess we can talk about that next. This 4th, 5th, and 6th were totally mixed up. At least, kinda, sorta. So the actual results were Fidestic first, and he gets the finale invite. Then it was Soul subbing for Black Flag Scallywags. Then myself. Then it was Spleezu, but we weren't sure if it was Spleezu or Pipes for 4th. And then it was, the game thought Norton was 5th, but Norton was definitely not 5th. And every POV, Norton was 6th. So, I don't know. Milestone be milestoning. And yes, the actual finishing order after the review and everything was Spleezu, and then Powerpipes, and then Norton. And then the rest of the lineup was as is. So Wolf was 7th, Yoda 8th, Rocker 9th, and Gore was last.
Charlie.
And yeah, so Fidestic got the invite, which it was overdue for one. I'm really happy that he got it.
Yeah, everybody were saying this is Fidestic's time. He's gonna get it, and
Yeah, he delivered.
he did pretty well.
Yeah, he delivered for sure. And then the points were interesting, right? So Aerial Aces gets another 26 points. I'll talk about Aerial Aces here in a minute. Black Flag Scallywags, thanks to Soul having a monumental run and Gore appearing and getting bonus points, they got 2nd most points on the week, which is
how they get most points at the other team. That's Scallywag. Let's go.
Yeah, that was wild to me. I was like, okay then. Good job, Soul. And good job, Gore, for appearing so that he could sub for you.
I was thinking about using Muscula, but I think only one person at the time can use it, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Only one person at a time can use it. So, yeah, you were going to be in, you had to be in La Fosta no matter what.
Beast.
Yeah, so then Wolfpack was 3rd this week. They had 15 points, so just 1 point behind Black Flag Scallywags in earned points. Then Drones had 13 points with their 5th and 6th place finish. And then Diamond Bombers had, I think, their worst race of the season, unfortunately, grabbing 8th and 9th. They got a couple bonus points that puts them at 9 total. So that brings us to the overall points, which the overall points are very interesting to me. So for a number of reasons. First of all, Diamond Bombers is now in 2nd place, but they only have a 1-point gap over Wolfpack, and they only have 10 points over Drones, who are in 4th. So the fight for 2nd through 4th is as close as it has been. So
Yes.
that is going to be something to follow the last 3 weeks of the season, which is very exciting.
Diamond Bombers is like it's beginning to get less points than they were getting in the last races, so they are getting closer to Wolf and Trons.
Yep, they are sliding the wrong direction, but the good news
It's gonna
is
be really interesting to see what happens in the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be
like-
very interesting. Good, Gore.
Yeah, it's from their drive.
But imagine if in the end Black Flag Scallywags makes a great comeback.
With the subs.
And I am sad because I really love their libraries. They are
I know.
really good. even the sub car is a banger library.
I agree.
Daily milestone rant moment.
I feel like momentum is with Wolfpack right now. They're going into
Yes.
their team track. Diamond Bombers has had a couple like rougher performances, I guess. Drones have been very
Like bad.
consistent. I feel like the momentum is with Wolfpack right now, and I'll be very curious to see if Diamond Bombers can hold them off for another week.
By the way, do you think your team is already on Acceleron?
So I was going to talk about that. Aerial Aces is currently ahead of Diamond Bombers by 48 points. So if we just set aside bonus points, because I'm going to assume that every team is going to get all their bonus points in. At least I know my team will. If I did my math right, if Aerial Aces come out of today's race, if they are ahead by 43 points or more over second place, the only thing we have to do is show up to the last two races of the season, and we win.
I mean, you can
We
get.
technically.
Continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's 42, right? So if we're ahead by 42, and let's say, if we're ahead by 42 points, and we finished 9th and 10th every single race the last 2 weeks, and Diamond Bombers were first and second, we would end tied. So, like, the only way Aerial Aces don't win, we literally would have to not show up. And, yeah, like, after this week, there is a chance that the only thing we have to do is appear, and we will have someone to appear the rest of the season for sure. So we will not be a no appearance moment for us. So yeah, I'm going to be watching today's race very closely, because if we're winning by 43 points or more, we're ahead by we're ahead by 48 already. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because like we're already ahead by a lot. If basically whoever second place is, so whether it be Wolfpack, Racing Drones, or Diamond Bombers, if they don't catch up to us by like more than 6 points or 6 points, so they don't get 6 points or more on us, then all we have to do is appear and we win Nitrox. That is really exciting for me, at least personally.
Oh shit.
So far, you guys are already thinking about what you're gonna do in Acceleron?
No, I'm not really thinking too much about Acceleron right now. I think half the team has got invites to the finale. I think we're gonna be looking at that first and see if we can't get another invite. See if we can't get one more driver in the finale before then. Just gonna take one thing at a time. We'll get to. I'm sure we'll have conversations about Acceleron here soon, but right now I think we're just focusing on keeping the push. I think we've talked. I think we're gonna try and see if we can get to 200 points. We're at 162, and that should be pretty achievable with 3 weeks left. But we're gonna see if we can reach 200 by the end of the season. I think that's what we're aiming for right now. That really just make a big statement. So we'll see what we can do. I think it would be fun, but we'll see what happens.
Good, I am sure you guys can do it.
Yeah, I think we can, but you never know. Right now, I think I'm really gonna be watching the boys close this week and see if we can't, see if we can lock it up and have a nice, relaxing couple weeks. See if we can get a couple more invites and stuff. But yeah, let's talk about this week's race. We are on Den of the Wolf. That is Wolfpack's team track. Have any of
Yes.
you guys run this track yet?
No.
I have not run it much either. I think since we did track validation, I ran. Excuse me. Sorry. I've run it one time because I've been busy this week. So I'll probably hang out for practices and stuff today. But for the time being, like, yeah, I've not really run it much. What I do know from when I ran it is that it is deceptively challenging. A lot of like ramped corners and stuff, and it seems kind of simple on the surface, but it actually has a lot of there's a lot of
Depth to
precision
it?
needed. Yeah, there's a lot of depth and precision needed on it. I felt like it looks easy, and then you go and drive it, and then you'll find yourself like missing corners and going off of sections because you're just not hitting it right. And I think it is got a lot more. I think it has a lot more depth to it than it looks like on the surface, and I think it's going to make for a good race. Yeah, I guess yeah. With no one else having run it, we'll just go ahead and move on to who's running this week. Gore. Any idea who's racing for you guys?
No, sir.
This, nope, no clue.
Is anyone even available for this today?
As I say, are you available to run it?
Probably not, because
Oh
I have to do a
no.
couple things. So yeah, I may be able to show up, but it's not like I will be able to even practice it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I guess as always for Black Flag Scallywags, we'll just have to wait and see.
Damn.
Well, maybe this week, hopefully. I know Gambler is kind of saving himself up for the Scallywags Cup, so
Okay.
who knows?
Cool. That's exciting to
Anything is
hear.
possible.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that might be something to look forward to. We'll see who runs today. I have seen Swole around, so maybe he will be available. We'll have to wait and see.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Wolf Pack. I have to imagine that Wolf himself is going to race this.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been quite optimistic about practicing.
And if I had to guess, it's either going to be him and Alyssa or him and Spleezu this week.
I mean, it's those two. I see those two training, Wolf and Alyssa.
What'd you say there, Dan? Sorry, your mic was being
I've
weird.
seen Wolf and Alyssa training.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that's
Yes.
kind of what I was guessing too. As I think it's going to be Wolf and Alyssa,
And Plan B is Polisu?
probably. And yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I think they're going to be pretty good on this track, so that will be fun to see. There's a part of me that I want to see Wolf get an invite this season. I hope he does. It'd be pretty hype. I also have someone else I'm obviously going to be rooting for over him, but if not my driver, I'm hoping that Wolf gets an invite. What'd you say, Gore?
The Destroyer of Worlds is racing?
I will get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. Yoda. Yoda, if you're in chat, you want to tell me who's racing so I don't provide misinformation?
What about Party Rocker?
Did you say Yoda Party Rocker, Gore? I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that's completely incorrect. If it's TJ and Kolu, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Yoda and Kolu.
Imagine.
It is Yoda and Kolu racing this week. Thank you, Yoda.
Oh my god.
So
my god.
you were half right. I think this will be a good track for Kolu, and also Yoda. So that'll be fun to see. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Racing drones. Den I know Den Mirison is racing. I saw him message today about racing. Do we know who else?
Oh, I'm racing.
Wait, you're racing for them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going
Okay.
to say that they told me the last week. Pipes going this week. Next week is Dan.
Yeah.
So,
You
Den
know
and
how
Dan.
Yeah. You know how last episode, you know how Pipes like Arsenal?
Yeah, we said Pipes returns to his season 2 car, and we do the Dan thing again.
Oh.
Double D.
Have not tried this track once, so let's go.
It's beautiful. We're making our dreams. We're making our dream memes come true. Our meme dreams. There it is. That's the one. All right, so they will have a sub. They're running Den and Dan, running together, like the good old days.
Yeah.
All right. Lastly, Aerial Aces. So we'll have Nazarex racing this week.
Definitely not you, right?
I am an alternate this week. Even though I have not practiced this track at all, I am the alternate. Bizor is unavailable. I wanted Footloose to race this one. He's not available again, and I'm like, darn it, because it would be a great race for him to be able to run in. I think it would suit him well. I think it would have a good result, but family stuff is more important. So it will actually be Fedestic running with Nazarex. I will be the alternate in case someone has an issue, as the other three are not available in any capacity this week.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Footloose, you will see Footloose though. Before the end of the season, you will see him again. He'll be on track. I don't know when. He'll be back. So don't worry. The Destroyer of Worlds will be back on track. Possibly next week for the Cup. So we'll see.
So you're gonna force it? You're gonna fly to Florida, just put in the chair and play. Like if it's a fucking saw contraption. If you don't play this game, you will die.
Nah, I just wanted to get out there and race. I'm hoping by next week we won't have anything to lose. So it's like, get out there, have some fun. So hopefully that will be what will be on the table for him. But yeah, so not this week. We'll have Nazarex and Fedestic this week, and then we'll see what happens in the future.
Epic.
All right, I have been waiting to talk about this league. I had a great time. Had a great time in Street League last week. So we were on Lantern Run, and first of all, let's take you behind the scenes pre-race. I had a bit of a moment. Let's listen in. I guess I'll make the terrible. Oh, just not. I'll just let everybody be in the recording. I'll regret this later. Oh, fucking Jesus! I stubbed my fucking toe! Oh, fuck! Jesus
Oh my gosh.
Christ!
You guys again with that.
Son of a bitch! So before the race even started, like while it was loading in, I stubbed my toe while trying to get a glass of water. I agree, Yoda. I think Nazarex has a really good chance of getting an invite, and I'm hoping that he does. I'm rooting for him big time. The starting lineup, by the way, is beautiful. We got 2 monster trucks, drifter, balanced, bus, taco, rocket. I just love Street so much. These lineups they give me so much joy. Fantastic! He's like, oh no, not this race. So, yes, welcome to Lantern Race. This
It's
was
so funny because you guys had 2 monster trucks this time.
Yeah. Yeah, this was wild. So, funny story. I accidentally lat dashed and died on the first corner. I bumped, like, I think it was either desk or my knee with the controller, and I lat dashed off the track. So, I started the race in basically the worst way possible. And the energy in the voice chat was just beautiful. Dan was in this, right? Yeah, he was here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Norton died right at the beginning, which is a shame. So the buses were at the very back. I love this track, by the way. This was made by Bizor, and it was just so much fun to race. It's one of those tracks like you've seen it around because it's been in the game for a while, and like I don't know, I love this track. Spleezu died back behind us, and you can see the whole group right here. Thanks to the bus regen, I've actually basically caught up to the pack already. I did not mean to bully the monster truck around a bit, but I was sure to give him as much room as possible through the magnets and the barricades. A little bit of jump tech.
But the monster truck is like, hi, I'm
Yep.
here.
I remember Dandube screaming his head off because Videstic was literally like all over him there.
Scary, bro.
It is frightening when you have a monster truck like breathing down your neck.
Drive it, and then I see a fucking not even the car, the fucking wheel come
Yep.
behind me, bro.
Just take a moment, by the way, and Dandube just like, screamed in chat, and then this happened. Listen to this. Oh, hang on, I have it at half speed. Listen to this. He just wall rides the inside of the corner, like on the edge.
Get the fuck over here, anybody. Oh shit!
He just flew through that corner. He just flew through that corner, and then we just watched Fidestic fly away. It's so sad. Just boink, and then away he goes. And I had a little mistake, but it wasn't the end of the world. So I'm already up to 5th at this point, and just because people are crashing and stuff. Oh, I see. Fidestic said he tried to overtake quickly, but bounced off Alyssa and then crashed. So I jump scared Yoda here. This is here. Check. Listen to this. This is funny.
Oh no, that's terrible. Ooh, saved it.
Oh, what the fuck? When did you get here, Brad?
Just what the fuck? When did you get here? So good. And Copper is in chat saying that he did not kill Norton on his screen. Norton killed himself. I don't know. I don't know. So at this point, I'm already. Oh, there goes Yoda. He went nose first into the wall back there. I don't know if you guys saw that. You just. Oh, hang on. We'll go back here. If you watch the left side here, you're gonna see a Drift King nose point straight into the wall. Right there.
Poor guy.
Yep. So after my lap 1, turn 1 fail, I'm up to 2nd now. I'm trying to catch Bizor. I'm ahead of... Copper's right behind me. I have a lot of boost, so he's just in the slipstream. He passes me for a minute. I'm not too concerned about it. He actually killed my momentum on the jump there. but that's okay. That's how collision zone racing is. Had a scary moment there. I was all the way out on the ramps. Funny story. I actually, if you listen in, I thought the race was over right here. I thought this was lap 3. Dude, if I get this corner right, spoiler alert, didn't. Oh, it's
No
the
way,
last
man.
lap. I'm cooked. I'm fucking fried. I thought that was the last lap, but we still had one more. Street is just so much fun. It's such just chaos. If everyone forgets what lap, I forgot what lap it's on. And almost no one deafens, so everyone's just having a good time. If you have a chance to run Street, definitely run Street at some point. It's just so much fun. Just be prepared for chaos. This is so sad. So I pass him here, and watch what happens. You're going to see it, right? Watch the minimap on the bottom left. He hits this lip and just disappears. Just crashes. This isn't flat. Apparently, there's a tiny piece of geometry, and his car hits it. Boink,
No
he's
way,
gone.
man. No way, man.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
Thank you, Milestone, man.
Yeah.
Milestone and their physics.
Yeah. So apparently, that wasn't a flat thing. He hit that lip, and it just killed him. So what could have been a crazy race between me and Bizor turned into not a crazy race between me and Bizor because, well, yeah, he died due to dumb geometry. Well outside his control. I was so nervous at this point because I'm like, holy crap, I'm leading, I'm winning a race in the bus right now.
And then you have the taco right behind you.
Yes, and I have a taco back there behind me. And at this point, I actually have a pretty big gap on him. And yeah, I picked this car for the memes, and I could not believe that I was leading a race in Street League with the bus. Like, I was just mind blown. And then this happens. The craziest save I think I've ever had. So
What the fuck, man? What, man?
yeah. So let's watch it again. Ready? So I go. Oh, I just realized that I'm not live. Oh, have I not been live streaming my fucking screen this entire time? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. I can't. Why didn't none of you guys tell me I wasn't streaming the fucking slides? Oh my god. Yeah, so real quick, Yoda said the street race was so good, like legitimately cinematic, and I agree. And yes, I agree with Copper. Like, is he hit? Yeah, I know. I fucked up the whole podcast. The guys couldn't even watch my stream live. I fucked up. But yeah, yeah. So here's what happened. I go around this corner, and then I will play it in slow motion actually. It's just this part. Oh, that's 2 times speed. Slow down. Okay. Whew. So let me go forward just a little bit. So here's the jump. Here's the turn right before it happens. So I have had this happen where I just missed the corner because I was boosting. So I went down, I went under the pole, flew up over it, and then just aimed back at the track and boosted again to try and land on it and hit the checkpoint. I lost a ton of time because now Copper's back in my mini-map, but yeah, I somehow went under a wooden beam, over a wooden beam, and landed back on the track. And now I'm wondering if... Copper, did you record? Because if you did, I want to see your POV of that. I don't think you did. Oh, right, and there was one other thing.
What the hell, Dandube? What the hell?
Yeah, Dandube was just there. It's another thing. Copper was going to try and pass me in the last corner, but Spleezu came flying up, and they hit each other. Spleezu...
He knows that the monster trucks and the buses are too powerful for him.
Yeah. So, because of that, I ended up winning. Yeah, so that was it. The good news is, even though Copper had first and second kind of yoinked from him, he still comes out of it in good shape because he got the invite to the Street League finale, and I got a win in the bus. I couldn't believe it, man. The whole season, the whole Street League season was just bus gang memeing, and the fact that Norton has an invite in the bus, and I won a race in the bus. I didn't think that was gonna happen. But yeah, so congrats to Copper on getting that invite. The Copper, I would let you come in, but we're kind of late in the episode, so I guess maybe not now. But if you can post your POV at some point, I would love to see it like after stream. So Dandube, what happened to you? Did you just after you died, did you just give up?
Yeah.
You just gave up and were like, fuck it, I'll just wait.
I really
Gotta
wanted
love the
to
honest.
finish line, but I realized I'm probably gonna get yelled at that, so I went behind the finish line.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if you were, yeah, you'd have been in, I would have yelled at you if you were on the other side of the finish line, but yeah, at least you were behind it. That would have been big trouble if you weren't. Yeah, so this. Oh, actually, I forgot to update a slide, but I'll just wing it. This week, Street is on High Score Frenzy, which is gunner track. It's pretty good. It should be pretty good for pretty much everyone. So I'll be looking forward to those races. Let us. Someone is buzzing a bunch. Gore, your mic is buzzing. Alright, so then, finales. I forgot to update this tab. I realized that after the fact. But I can basically tell you that Acceleron was, nobody. Nothing happened there. And, so there was a blocked invite. Here, you know what we'll do? Watch this. Oh, hang on. I did it wrong. Whoop. Sorry.
So for Acceleron, we will have 9 people, not 10.
Yep.
At best, yes.
Yes. At best, we'll have only 9 now in Acceleron because.
But imagine if Soul's prediction ends being real. We have only 6 people.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I think there will be another invite still. I think there will still be another invite. So.
It seems
we'll see what
this week
happens.
we'll have one, most likely.
I kind of think so. I kind of think there will be an invite this week. I think it'll just be like.
I believe, but perhaps one from either my team or Riptide.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I guess if Judge and Mac do race for Riptide, though, this could be. It could be a wash again. I don't know.
Pretty possible, yeah.
I think Animax has a good chance to snag an invite on this track. So I could see that happening. But yeah, I mean, right now it's still 2 teams hold all the invites in Acceleron, and it's just 6 drivers at the moment, with 9 being the max possible.
Diablo.
I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens this week. I think this week will be very telling, I think, for what the finale will look like at Acceleron.
Yeah.
I think if it's blocked again, or if it's another Riptide or Highway Horrors driver, I think we might be looking at a finale right now. We'll just have to wait and see. Nitrox has got a pretty solid variety. So 1 drone, 1 Wolfpack driver, 2 Diamond Bombers, and then 3
Diamond Bombers.
Aerial Aces.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm rooting for Nazarex to get an invite this week. I think Wolf, though, is probably the favorite because it's his team track and his track. and that is a pretty solid advantage for him. So I think he's got a very good chance at getting the invite this week.
Yeah.
Will be interesting to see what happens. That will be later today. As of right now, it's in like 2.5 hours or so. So we'll get to find out real soon. And again, I think Street's just kind of like a question mark. I think the obvious invite that's still coming for Street League is probably Mac. But it will depend on when Mac gets to run Street next. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'll get it next time he runs, but I don't know when he will. So, but outside of that, we'll just wait and see.
Only time will tell, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, with that, I think we've pretty much covered everything. And now we don't have to do a 3-hour episode this week. We can just do a normal one at the normal time. That's exciting.
EP. Fasting reviews? No.
All right. So, any final thoughts from you guys? And also in chat, any thoughts about anything that we covered today? Whether it be last week,
Time to do the Q&A.
last week, this week's races, anything to look forward to, anything I forgot about? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm giving chat a second to see if they will pop in. Also, if you're watching this after the fact, again, this was streamed on my Twitch, which is BreadMG_ on Twitch. I'll probably put the link down below. So, if you missed it, you can
I hope
follow sometime.
this last part of season gives us surprises.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most looking forward to, aside from anything regarding my own team, is watching the battle for first in Acceleron, the battle for third in Acceleron, and the battle for second, third, and fourth in Nitrox. Because particularly that battle though, because it's so close.
And then we have the bass tank in Street.
Yes, and of course I love watching the bus gang guys.
Gaming.
Yes. I don't know if I'll race Street this week, but we'll see. I like getting out there in the bus as much as possible because bus gang is a blast. So, yeah.
Debussy.
Then I got to win in the bus. I still can't believe I won the bus. I was expecting to finish like last all season. I appreciate that. A lot of people decided to have some fun with Street League this season, and I'm really glad because it's been a good time. If you are able, you should come race Street with us. It's chaos, but it's fun though. I promise. All right, I think no comments or questions from chat, so I think we're good to go ahead and wrap this up.
Comic. All your days.
you just like call me, count your days. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Find out next time if Dan actually did beat Kami. Only time will tell. Thanks for joining me on short notice. Pipes, Dandube, and Gore. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Should be on YouTube. I don't think it'll be live next time. So
nice.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and listening, and we will catch you guys very soon. Someone say Cinco de Mayo for Foot.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Perfect. Bye, everybody. Catch you all next week.
Bye. See you all in the Cinco de Mayo.
Good days.